Right. I completely lost my train of thought, but that's to be expected. I am knackered from that DDR, but I proved victorious over Arabiata today. Pretty chuffed with that. So hope I can remain victorious here with the next Longplay War for the Overworld. There was no voting on this one, I just straight up decided this would be the next Longplay after it appeared as a Patreon game, and I went, wow, this looks really good, I just want to play through it all. So that's exactly what we're doing. We're going to go through the base game campaign. I'm not going to go through the DLC stuff. Seems to be plenty of it, but, well, we'll see how the hunger is by the end of it, but I don't anticipate wanting to go through that. We already cleared levels 1 and 2, where I showed my mastery of picking up game elements quite quickly, right?
Great progress, Underlord. You'll be back to your old self in no time. Our next target is the citadel of the intransigent dotard, Lord O'Theland. He's a dim-witted sort, and he seems to like marching his troops into an early grave. I'd say it's time to learn about traps.
I'm not so sure about that one, oh evil one, but let's go anyway.
Welcome to the breach, Underlord. This stronghold was built into this chasm to safekeep one of the Empire's inhibitors. With its trained garrison, it's virtually impervious to attack. Fortunately for you, their commander, Lord O'Theland, is a vacuous sort who will throw his troops at your dungeon without strategy or order. I can think of no better time for you to learn how to build defenses for your dungeon. But to do this, you'll first need a foundry. Open the veins of evil and unlock it now.
I'd rather start off making some sweet money out of here, if you don't mind. Also not going to claim to know what the whatever he was talking about was. He probably means getting
You have
this.
discovered a gateway. Build one now and your minions will be happy to create defenses for your dungeon.
Alright, sounds like this game's version of the workshop from Dungeon Keeper. I would like to be able to make more of these little minion-y guys. Summon worker. There we go.
We'll create an additional worker for you to command. Each worker summoned after the first 5 will lock 50 mana. Workers can only be summoned within your own territory. To plan your dungeon, why not use the prophecy spell to clear the fog of war and scout the surrounding terrain? If you find yourself with an excess of workers, you can always drop them onto your dungeon core to dismiss them, releasing the locked mana. You have claimed a gateway. You've discovered a perception shrine.
All kind of unloading itself a little fast and haphazardly, I think. Just let me get on with it, game. There's our gateway, so we'll be able to get some people coming in, but I want that foundry operational.
If you're short on workers to do your bidding, cast the Summon Worker spell to create more. However, every worker after your first 5 will lock a portion of mana. If you end up with an excess of workers locking your mana pool, you may dismiss them by dropping them onto your dungeon core. It's all right. They won't feel a thing. You need an archive and cultists in order to research that artifact.
Yeah, I'm hoping for the later hoping for the later levels so this guy shuts up and just lets me get on with my work. I think I know how to handle myself in Dungeon Keeper-esque games. Get on out there, workers. There's work to be done. We've got the foundry, of course.
A Chunder has entered your dungeon. Attracted by the foundry, this gassy creature will joyfully launch the fetid contents of its stomach to attack. Your other minions would do well to stay a few steps back.
Right. Discount Bile Demon, gotcha. Bile Demons were pretty good in the workshop back in the day.
Your workers can be a mindless bunch, and will continue to claim territory until you command them otherwise. Use impasse flags to limit their movement. Impasse has 2 modes. One to prevent your workers from claiming beyond the marked area, and another that will prevent them from travelling over the tiles completely. To dismiss an impasse flag, simply give it a slap. Or right-click the icon to dismiss all impasse flags at once. Your minions' needs are not being met under law.
Now that's pretty good.
Give them the basic rooms they require.
That I do like. Where was that? Slaughtery pen. It's not been claimed yet. Where are my blessed wee minions? Get to work on that. I'm sure they want/deserve some kind of lair. Might as well put down a wee archive.
You do not have enough gold.
How can this be? Well, let's put down a place to store the gold.
The tavern is an essential room for keeping your minions fed. As they increase in level, they will eventually rebel if there is no tavern to sate their hunger.
There we go. Not liking what I'm building here. I prefer my rooms to all be properly walled up, but I remember in Dungeon Keeper some places where you're just forced to not have any walls and build accordingly. Oof.
A cultist has entered your dungeon.
I rather think my tavern is too small here. Alright, well, get rid of it there and just place it elsewhere. Such as... Ooh, didn't give myself a lot of space for that, have I? No. But I can always mine out more space. Chunder is Australian slang for puke. Yeah, it is in the UK as well. I imagine you've got quite a few of our slang.
A gnarling has entered your dungeon.
We're missing out on all this gold. Also, what are we? Unidentified artifact. Magically inclined minion can unlock it. Well then, get to the unlocking. This I really like, the inhibitor. Although that's a worker rally, isn't it? Where now I wanted to put an impasse. There we go. Excellent. Although I wouldn't mind claiming this. That's going to stop anyone coming in, but this should stop anything from going out that way. Not that we've got that far, so let's try and claim up until there. Excellent. 3 by 5, you said. Aha.
Open the veins of evil and unlock the Blade Lotus. The Blade Lotus is a spinning flower of destruction that tears nearby enemies into shredded flesh as it pushes them away. To build defenses for your dungeon, you need simply to lay their blueprints upon a claimed tile. Your minions will work to craft defense parts within your foundry, which will then be ferried off by your workers to construct them.
So what's this, the opposite of Dungeon Keeper, where you build it first and then it'll come? Very mature. Oh no, they seem to just be building all these defensive parts, which are then taken off and put over here. Right.
Blade Lotus complete. Splendidly done, Underlord. But see how some of your mana has been locked away. These defenses require a small portion of your mana in order to function. You will regain this locked mana when the defense is destroyed or sold. Many of the defenses you build can be toggled between two distinct modes, each with their own effects. Toggle the Blade Lotus by clicking it now. The Blade Lotus can be dropped into a hidden mode, which allows enemies to unknowingly pass over it. The perfect trap for retreating foes. Now click the Blade Lotus again to reactivate it. When active, the Blade Lotus will carve your enemies down to size. unless you're fighting those stinking dwarfs, who will end up pint-sized. Due to its small size, the Blade Lotus is most effective in tight corridors. For a bit more firepower and range, you should consider the Bombard. This defense will launch flaming iron balls at any foe that mistakenly wanders too close, swiftly turning their bodies into broken vessels of blooded mash. Select the Bombard and build it upon one of the flashing tiles to the east of your dungeon core. Activate it to improve the mood of your minions and drastically reduce their need to eat or sleep.
Wait, the Bombard? Build a Bombard, da 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 da. Well, the imps should be bringing over the parts needed. Okay, how much is needed? 3, I see. Right, let's watch this one in action. The pieces arrive, and they build it very quickly.
Bombard can be placed into overdrive mode by clicking it, which will increase the speed at which it fires. However, each attack while in overdrive will damage the defense. Now that you have some offense, you should wall off your dungeon core to prevent your enemies from sneaking in and destroying it. Build a wooden door upon the flashing tile. The wooden door will slow the advance of your enemy for a short time. However, it can also be used to prevent your minions from wandering into haunted corridors or private baths.
Again, doesn't go down instantly. Now that's a nice touch, because in Dungeon Keeper, if you're playing against another player, you're coming along, they can just spam magic doors in your way and you go, oh, time to deal with this. Boy, magic doors are a pain. Don't know why so many custom maps thought it a bright idea to just put so many of them.
The door can be toggled open and closed with a click. While closed, no minions may
Ooh, that's
pass
nice.
through unless the door is opened, destroyed, or sold. You've caught on quick, Underlord. Now put your murderous new talents to work. There's no doubt that the insipid Lord will soon learn of your presence and send his troops forth to die by your hand. In the meantime, you should continue to build defenses to protect your dungeon, adding any additional rooms you desire to diversify your army and improve your chances of survival. Should you wish to speed up the construction of your defenses, you can pick up defense parts from your foundry and drop them directly onto blueprints.
I like what I see here. I do like what I see. And it's not like we don't have the money, so I'll slam down a couple more of those. This is nice though. Wait. Yeah, there we go. That was something you couldn't do in good old DK. It could be a real pain if you accidentally mine out one of your pieces, leaving yourself open for enemy attack. Then again, your own reinforced walls were very overpowered in Dungeon Keeper. Nothing could get through it, except for another player who uses the magic. I've never seen the AI use it. Right, so if we have Blade Lotus, Bombard Cannon, I might put up another Bombard Cannon. I don't know what its range... Oh, that's probably showing its range. Well then we'll give it another go. What is that? Oh, that's the artifact thingamajigger.
Your units have been made happy.
How quaint. Throw down another bombard thing, see if it works around the corner. And let's try what he was saying about picking up and dropping some of these defense pieces. No, 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 your flatulence. I want this. There we go. 1, 2, 3.
Bombard complete.
Ah, see, I was under the impression they'd need some actual work done to them on top of that, but no, it's just the pieces. Right, then you can erect these pretty quickly. So much of this stuff is locked out, which is a bit disheartening, but oh well. Let's get going. Can I not shift click or control click on them to possess?
You've discovered a gold shrine. Tagging it will allow your workers to mine unlimited wealth for your dungeon. if your coffers are full, or if you're afraid of how wealth might change you, you can always untag it with a second click.
Did that tag it or untag it?
This evil presence shall not stand up to my might. Rally straight forth to assault them, men!
How terribly kind of the nitwit to announce his attack. Prepare to defend the center line, Underlord.
Right, this I'd like to see. Can they mine through my reinforced wall here? Does reinforce make it impenetrable or simply... Ah, that's good. So it's not invincible anymore. Very well, on they may come. Oh, but are my guys trying to reinforce it? Possibly. I guess the implication was that I shouldn't have my dudes over here. A little hard to pick them up right now.
Your dungeon's walls are being attacked. Your blade lotus is under attack.
There we go. Grab these guys and tell them not to be in here. I'm just wanting to see how these defenses do on their own. Knowledge is power and all that. Oh my goodness, the Blade Lotus. Quite meaty.
They're all dead. This threat is more serious than I thought. Give me a minute. I shall prepare a new plan of attack to thwart this devil.
So Duckcuck, yes, I played Kenshi. It's a great game, but it's not at all for me. I did not enjoy it. Summon worker, possession, that's what I'm needing. Is there really no hotkey for possession? I'm surprised if so. Now, can I claim areas? Oh my goodness, this is disorienting. This cannot be claimed because it is sacred ground. Well, let's just go around and see what there is to see. I can't seem to fall into the pits.
I've got it! We shall attack from the north and the center simultaneously. That should bamboozle this unholy menace.
Scatter their bones
Bamboozle
for
me.
the rats to clean.
Yes, it's not. The possession thing was one of the cooler parts of the original Dungeon Keeper. So good. Not a lot for us to see here, though, sadly. Bit of a maze, that. I may maybe I need more training with Mr. Maze to be able to handle this sort of thing. The minimap is... I'm not finding it very easy to tell how I'm looking at things. Well, it matters not. Oh, wait. Oh. There we go. Let's bring you back here, cast you aside and see how the defenses do. They're still trying to mash it up. But this time, let's give them some gnarlings. On you go, gnarlings. It doesn't look like there's friendly fire here. They also don't seem like they want to be fighting.
Your blade lotus has been destroyed.
Oh, well, that takes care of it. Perhaps it blocks our own path. Meanwhile, the second attack is making its way to the dungeon core. That's fine. They're not even through the walls yet. They are now, of course.
Minions are in combat.
There we go. How's that for the bamboozling?
Scepter. They've all been bested? Okay, hold on, I'm thinking.
All too easy. Like that Blade Lotus, though. Go figure. Choose up some of that mana. There we go. Not afraid of being bamboozled. Granite, fortified, irrefutably fancy, tough as impenetrable rock.
Complete.
I bet he's going to try and attack me from this side as well. It just looks like it's begging for an attacking. So let us do him in there.
They'll certainly not expect this trick. Assault the center and the south. They'll never see us coming.
This
Aye.
blubbering dunce could have used a few firm lashes as a child. You've identified an artifact of experience. Activate it to increase the level of all your minions by 1. Your units have been blessed with experience.
I would like to know how to get more information about these units of mine, though. See if they learn spells or things. Is there an inquire button? No.
Your
Optional,
blade
build more
lotus
blaze
is
lotuses.
under attack.
Yeah, seems to be doing fine on its own. Oh, they're hitting it from a range, I think. It's alright there. They'll get shot to shreds. Perhaps not. They were asking me to build 10 bombards, though. Seems a bit excessive. Perhaps not, though. Perhaps more is more.
Time to pay your minions, Underlord.
Wanted to see if I could
All
sell
their
it just in
hard
time.
work. Your bombard is under attack.
A minor quandary. Really left wondering how to inquire
Your
more
blade
about these
lotus is
guys.
under attack.
It's called question mark next to your mini-map. Is there? Ah,
What
help
is it?
tool. What is it?
Earth can be mined by your workers. The Empire's Templar is their core foot soldier. The worker is an extension of your unholy will. It can perform a variety of tasks. Excavating tiles, collecting gold, fortifying walls, summoning constructs, depositing like impenetrable rock. Granite cannot be mined at all. As much as you'd like to smash this annoyingly twinkly rock.
I know, granite got me through some hard times in RimWorld. Let's not knock it. Right, so this I wonder about. Can we just not fight them when they're doing that? What if I were to put down a rally ho here?
Your blade lotus is under attack.
It would appear not. Alright. Cheeky, but I can sell it just before it's broken up to save some dosh. Yet another brilliant idea by me, I must say.
Ask away. The Empire's juggernaut has built his strength toiling away in the foundry and garrison. Unsurprisingly, he can tolerate humongous amounts of damage and mitigate the damage his allies receive.
By the light! Have none of you had any training at all?
I believe the implication is they have not.
What is unclear? Sacred ground is protected by Kira, and so is regrettably untouchable by Underlords and their minions.
Bloody untouchables. Alright, I'll be honest, this is all looking real simplistic. I hope we can take the kiddie gloves off soon. What I wonder is, could I grab my most experienced unit? Are any of them particularly experienced or not?
Swiftly, troops! Attack all 3 sides and we'll surely overwhelm them with our might.
Oh, right, yes,
It's
defenses.
inconceivable that they'll survive this assault.
I haven't had this much fun in years.
Right, chucking all that down.
Blade Lotus complete.
I'd like to throw some minions over here to break through this, but no, he seems more keen on coming my way. I seem to recall playing a lot of the original Dungeon Keeper. My favourite monster was the fat guys because they farted. Yes, I was a kid back then. The bile demons, I do like them.
Complete.
And yes, they did fart. I think they unlocked farting at level 4 and the poison cloud at level 2. But that was so good. That was just area of effect damage constantly. So
Back thee
good.
away, Underlord! You shall not defile our lands with your vile taint!
I might rue the day, because I'm just letting them in here. So let's just take the fight to them here.
Your minions fight the enemy.
It's the plan. Whereas the traps will do the work over here. And hopefully also over here. Yeah, looks good to me. Looks like these two work in tandem rather nicely.
Your bombard has been destroyed.
Of course. Right, big old bugger not here though.
Is under attack.
He's gotta go.
Bombard complete.
They done there yet?
Your blade lotus has been destroyed. Your bombard is under attack.
There we go. Good old-fashioned dungeon keeper strategies not failing to work here. Just bamboozle them.
Meat grinder you've constructed, Underlord.
The sacred stuff, though, is a bit of a pain. Is there really no quick way to possess somebody? Controls. Possession mode, mouse sensitivity. Ooh. Possess. Impasse, rally, dismiss, recall. I mean, maybe there is. Select UI slot. Can I make my own UI? That'd be rather nice. If anybody knows how I could lock in possession as a hotkey, I would really like that. Again, I believe in the original Dungeon Keeper, it's just hold shift over an enemy and then you can possess them. Looking a bit impenetrable around here, though.
Swiftly, whilst the minions of evil recover.
This assault may actually test your abilities, Underlord. Do try and learn something.
Let's not get carried away now. And again, if he says from all sides, well, let's make sure that we actually have something resembling a defense here.
Blade lotus complete.
Oh yeah, I think he knackered everything I had here, didn't he? It's alright though, again.
Blade lotus is under attack.
Down they go, and off they go.
Gnarling lost.
Oh, well don't tell me that. It's not what I want to hear.
Bombard complete.
It's the point where I'm actually going to start wishing that I'd put some defenses over on this side.
Lotus is under attack.
Oh, I'm sure my guys will do just fine. How big is the main game? I'm not sure about that one.
Blade lotus complete.
Sadly, you have to be in the spells menu and there are hotkeys based on the position of spells and you... that's a real shame. Because you often want to drop something and then very quickly go into possession mode for it. At least, again, basing this off of old Dungeon Keeper knowledge, which is all I'm doing.
Your Blade Lotus is under attack. Your Blade Lotus has been destroyed.
A little too slow on that one. That's alright though. My dudes are doing just fine. I feel like I don't know my own units as well as I did in Dungeon Keeper.
Bombard complete.
I'd like to go and check all their stats, check the spells they have available, things like that. But at that point I'm just saying I want to play Dungeon Keeper, which is a natural state of being. Oh yeah, I do often forget that I have these spells.
Lotus complete.
Those loyal to the Empire, come to me. I will tell you the tale they will sing of us when we have finished here. They'll sing of our bravery and those who have fallen. They will regale the noble way in
Look
which
at
we
the
fought
sheer
and won.
number of numbers it's showing you for mana.
My name, Lord Otheland, savior of the Empire. Now if you are with me, cheer with me.
I'd better get ready to meet my maker.
Make sure you keep your dungeons secure, Underlord.
I guess. This place is still looking
You've
secure enough.
identified an artifact of experience.
Could just add more here, wouldn't be a big deal.
You
This
there,
part I've left
lead the
completely
charge from the
undefended
north.
though.
And you, yes, lead the southern assault. We shall attack in 2 ways.
Maybe
I will
not.
lead the second from the rear, so I may issue orders more easily. Charge!
It is payday.
It's dragging its heels a bit though. Check the upgrades, see what else you can get. Yeah, as far as I was aware, I couldn't actually do anything else on this screen, which seemed awfully sad. It's only giving me these things.
Bombard complete.
Oh yeah, I've not been exploring the map for sure.
Charge forth and assist your comrades.
Too much of this nonsense going on.
From me?
Oh yeah, I haven't been using the old fart guys, have I? I'd like to see them in action, although they'll probably just get mown down here. Let's see what they can do.
You will not escape. You shall.
Your Blade Lotus is under attack. Your minions are fighting the enemy.
And they're doing a reasonable enough job of it. There we go, get all the money back. Very clever, if I dare say so.
Chunder lost. Your Blade Lotus has been destroyed. Your Bombard is under attack. Your minions have engaged the enemy.
Not a problem. When you possess a creature, you will see their spells when you get the... Yeah... I should give that a go. Let's see what you're all about.
Chunder lost.
Okay, this is making it a little difficult to see who the actual enemies are.
A Chunder is unhappy because it is tired.
Now, can I walk up here and start battering against this door, I wonder?
Am I your favorite? You spend so much
Your Blade Lotus is under attack.
so.
Death comes.
Feels like I'm hurting myself here. Oh, right, no, it's just the door is glowing red.
It's been such a long time since we had a good sacrifice. It's a bingo. Any chance you'll command another one soon?
There we go.
Refreshing.
But you'll probably die on your own, so let's get you out of there. Oh, can't pick people up when it's on this sacred ground, I think. Can still slap him though.
Lotus has been destroyed.
You tell me things are going badly here?
Blade Lotus is under attack. Your minions are fighting the enemy.
There you go.
Cultist lost.
Ah, it was no good anyway. Ah, they've got their own defenses here. Kind of ballista going on. How goes the fight for the surface? I don't know, it's kind of dragging on, I'll be honest.
Your evil melt away.
Right, so the priestess here can do some healing. It's alright, I can do some unhealing.
Did I do it?
Now that he's sent his entire army to their death, you should have no trouble killing him and destroying his inhibitor. Rally your minions forth to silence this insipid lord.
Guess I have to rally them over to here, which is easily done. Now, will they go for it? Yeah, there we go. Onwards and upwards.
Worthless.
A gnarling is unhappy because it is tired.
The way I see it, the happiness of my wee grunts are
Cannot
not
satisfy its needs because it is rallied.
a concern of mine. It's good though. Break down the defenses and... Can we break down this door, please? Oh, I have to tell them to go straight for it. Aha. Ah, I didn't think I could use spells like that. Look at the sheer amount of numbers to this. How many figures? I think that's 10 figures afterwards. What's the actual word again? Significant figures, I think. There's nothing to think about a Frostpunk 2 announcement, Shady Shotgun. It's not exactly a surprise, and more so than that, there's nothing revealed about it. No release date, no gameplay, no gameplay shown. What's there even to say about it? I got nothing.
Your minions are under attack.
Could be a bit of a problem, but with all this down, just get moving. The number of minions that you have access to feels really low, though. What do we have here? Just 10 of them? Baby numbers.
Ask away. You must solve this on your own.
I thought he'd say something like, "It's a door, keeper."
What do you need? The wooden door will seal your dungeon from invaders, but it cannot take much punishment. It must be built between two walls, and will open and close automatically to let friendly units through, unless it's toggled to the locked state. Destroy the inhibitor swiftly. It lies open and undefended, but for that odious blackguard.
Well, I plan to do exactly that.
Your minions are fighting the enemy.
I can't do any zapping out here, though. But I can do healing, and that should be all we need.
Insufficient mana.
Easy money.
What do you need? I have no information to bestow. I can't help you with that.
You can't tell me about the Who is this guy? I don't know, hard to get information with all this, all these things getting in the way. I assume the number of minions for each type is limited by the amount of workstations. Ooh, you know that
Superbly executed.
could be onto something there.
I must warn you, the next inhibitor comes with an unpleasant surprise.
Do it 3 there. Oh, okay, we're done already. I wanted to investigate more.
Fine work, Underlord. Now that Otheland and his cronies are a dehydrated paste, let's move on with our assault and destroy the final inhibitor. The foundry will attract the Chunder, who will diligently hammer away at the anvils to produce defense parts. These are essential in the construction of defenses for your dungeon.
Alright, there we go. I was wondering what's going on with the map here, but yes, it does get raised as we continue through more of it. Alright, so 4 Shades of Grey.
Revenge is a dish best served cold, Underlord, but we're a bit lacking in refrigeration. The traitorous coward Marcus has made a deal with the Empire to save his own revolting hide. He defends the final inhibitor, and in exchange, the Empire's dogs leave him to cower behind his dungeon's walls. Get in there, Underlord, and tear it all down.
Do exactly that. Hey Pizza, the DDR went very well today. Arabiata did not know what hit it, but it was me, hitting Arabiata.
Here entrenched lies the traitorous Underlord Marcus. He has pledged to protect this inhibitor with his life, having convinced the Empire that he means them no harm. The pathetic little turncoat. This uneasy peace has lasted too long. Vanquish this traitorous Underlord and destroy the inhibitor he protects. This place is riddled with brimstone. Its hardened exterior will be impossible to mine using conventional means, but we have other forms of excavation.
You gonna tell me what it is? No? Okay. Never mind.
Open the veins of evil and unlock the Underminer. The Underminer excels at blasting through large chunks of earth. See for yourself by building one near your dungeon core. Unlike defenses, constructs can be placed on neutral territory and in water. Once you have laid the blueprint down, your workers will channel your unholy energies to construct them. Your Underminer is ready to be activated. Click it to start the show. Ah, I should have mentioned. Brimstone is a fairly volatile substance. Now that you're out, look east to see an abandoned beast den. You can use the wooden bridge to span your dungeon across water. Build one to the island in order to claim the beast den. This room will allow bloodthirsty beasts to enter your dungeon. Unlike normal minions, beasts cannot work nor train themselves in your barracks. They wish only to strip the flesh from your enemies. In addition, they do not require payment or a lair, and they are more than happy to eat micro-piglets straight from your slaughter pen. However, these unfortunate creatures care not for their own lives, and will fight until their last breath. They cannot be saved if they fall in battle.
Sounds like my kind of underling, though. Little lacking in space for anything here, though.
You've discovered a perception shrine. An Oculus has entered your dungeon. The Oculus is a master of the mind. If it encounters an enemy, it will assault their senses, temporarily turning them into a vegetable. Outside of battle, the Oculus will explore the depths of the underworld, relaying back what it sees to you and to its eldritch hive mind.
So similar to the fly, perhaps? The bugs were so weak in the original Dungeon Keeper, but I did rather like them. No sense even letting that one be there.
The Skarg is a deceptively cute beast that prefers the flesh of dwarves above all, and can be trained to fetch and return eyeballs. You can rally all of your beasts to battle using the Beast Rally flag. Use
I wonder
your
if I'll
newfound
only have beasts
power
for this.
and the formidable strength of your beasts to destroy Underlord Marcus and the Empire force he colludes with.
Build up a slaughter pen just in case they start needing some food out of me. Ah, right, this looks like actual land that we could have. Thank you, floating eyeball. So if we just bridge over, and then just mine out as much as we can here, we can start making something of a base. Same around here. Ah, look at what we have here. Some do-gooders doing all that good. If I blow up this brimstone that's going to connect us up, that could pose a problem. I was watching your Dungeon Keeper run recently. You did not give the impression of liking the flies. I mean, they're useless bloody rubbish when playing with them. That doesn't mean I don't like them. They're not worth using at all in play, in my opinion. In my very correct opinion. Even at level 10, they will die damn near instantly. Get to work.
You have discovered a gateway.
Oh, so we will get regular creatures. Okay. Okay. This is going to be a little strange for how we bring it all together, but bring it together we shall. Let's go overboard on the bridging, though. It's not free.
To quickly add plots of land to your dungeon, you can use an outpost, which will claim tiles in a 3x3 radius once constructed.
Outposts. No, I do not know.
You've encountered an Empire patrol. No sense in letting them get away now, is there?
Well, I could do with having some creatures with which to do them away. Oh, well, I suppose I have the beasts, don't I? Bye-bye, eyeball.
Oculus lost.
That's fine. There'll be more where that came from. Right. What am I even looking at here? I don't have a ton of gold, nor do I really see where I'm going to be getting my tons of gold, but come what may, I'll just throw down a wee gold holder there, put the layer next to where the things are going to be coming from, maybe give myself the opportunity to expand it. I already have my slaughter pen, but honestly it's not that big, is it? Still though, people should be able to enjoy a nice time at the tavern. A wee one would surely suffice. That was the layer I built, right? Yeah, probably.
Not enough gold.
Ooh, that's not music to my ears. Let's go and grab some more gold then. Strange, isn't it? I would have expected more of a sound effect coming out of those.
You've discovered a perception shrine.
Yeah, the narrator does like to keep talking, but I suppose he has a lot to say. They want people to learn the game.
You have claimed a gateway.
So my beasts involve 2 oculi and 3 skargs. Now what I'd like to know is, can I still possess them and use them like anything else? Ah! I want a hotkey to possess. Is it too much to ask? Evidently so.
Another patrol. Give these dogs the beating they deserve.
You mean these things? I mean, I'm the one getting the beating out of this. Oh, and they can cross water. Well, that could be a problem for me. Could be a significant problem for me. I'm actually getting any beasts here.
Your minions have engaged the enemy.
Doesn't really seem like it.
You've claimed a perception shrine. A gnarling has entered your dungeon. Oculus lost.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. There we go, that should inspire some people to come join me.
Templar is their core foot soldier. Dim-witted and pure battle fodder for an underlord, despite his training in the barracks.
It's gold is what I want, though.
A cultist has entered your dungeon.
Micro piglets.
You've discovered a perception shrine.
Are there more ways to generate gold than the ores in the map? There's the infinite gold thing. This one, for example. Which was right next to my core all along and I didn't notice. Well, I should certainly be getting on that.
Payday has come again. Your minions are in combat. The Empire's juggernaut has built his strength toiling away in the foundry and garrison. Unsurprisingly, he can tolerate humongous amounts of damage and mitigate the damage his allies receive.
I feel like we've heard that before. There we go, it's kind of feeding the enemies to me piecemeal. Fine by me, though. I have not set myself up well for this map. Especially having overlooked all this money. It's alright though, just set ourselves up with a nice vault nearby.
You've claimed a gold shrine. Your minions are in combat.
Oh, this would probably be an even better place to put it down. The gold place. More hands, more speed. I wish there were more maps like this, to be honest. Too many good maps to build on is boring. Oh, you mean maps where things are just way too easy to build up a good base on? I know what you mean. That's what I really liked about the deeper dungeons in Dungeon Keeper. There were a lot of awful maps for building on, but that made them so challenging. And challenge is often good. Especially maps that just let you turtle down forever. Oh, this is not a game for turtling in my opinion. It's a game for reaching out and destroying those around you. There we go, hopefully I have enough of my wee scuttery things going around. 15 of them. Excellente.
Your minions are fighting the enemy.
I don't know why someone uses the power of Razzle Dazzle, though. So I got space for 4 of the cultists, but I only have 3. I do really wonder what the limits are on units in this game. Feels like there are limits, but what they are is a bit beyond me. Oh, look who's coming.
One of your creatures is not quite as it seems.
What does he mean by that?
Oculus lost. You've identified an artifact of construction. Activate it to instantly complete all in-progress constructs.
Nah, we're good. Okay, so I don't know if the enemy just has unlimited patrols that it throws out at me or not. So we'll find out in due time. Unlock out... Oh, he did tell me to check out Outpost. Speed at which workers mine, claim large areas. Yeah, I definitely want that. Definitely want that.
Will greatly increase the work speed of your workers within its large area, and also clear the surrounding fog of war.
Oh, I need to spend to do it. Oh, forget that then. I thought that was going to be a passive.
Greatly increases the work speed of your workers within its large radius, and also extends your vision.
Ah, so the tooltip here shows the amount of units that it attracts. Good call. Good call. Wouldn't mind a foundry operational then, and looks like we have plenty of space for one here. Whoa, the money just fades away though, doesn't it?
Your creatures are in combat.
So could I make this barracks bigger?
Artifact of workers. Activate it to
Still
summon
only
some
attracting
permanent
4
spirit
units. And I suspect that this is not enough piggy meat to make my people all that happy. Could I make more piggy meat over here?
A Chunda has entered your dungeon.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, make some bedrolls for cash. We'll have plenty of skin with which to make them. I've actually started raising chinchillas in my RimWorld run, just to diversify the amount of things I'm making bedrolls from. Sorry, little eyeball, you're not enough there.
Oculus lost.
So the foundry will attract 3 of the farty menaces. So how much more do I need to attract more? Don't want to blow all my money here, but let's just expand it like so. But now it'll attract 5. I wonder if the maps have a limit on the amount of creatures you can have in total. Dungeon Keeper had that. And whilst it might be a bit unfair to keep going back to Dungeon Keeper, this game is clearly heavily inspired by it.
I never get hungry in here.
Alright, come on, my blessed wee beasts. There is money to be made. I'd rather have lots more money than the mana with which to make traps. Oh, maybe there's a limit to how many people can mine this at once. Gold shrine can be mined for infinite gold. The owner must tag it to tell their workers to mine it. The supply is unlimited. Gold is mined at a much slower rate. This rate is also not influenced by worker efficiency boosts, right? Because I was considering using construct for that. Yeah, it doesn't work there. Oh well, get to work. I remember just trapping level 3 imps in a room with gems so they just get to bloody work. Okay, what else do we have access to here? Some kind of whip? No, we already have that. Enrage empowers a minion, making them fearless. Speed and strength goes up, they're careless and more vulnerable to attack. Outpost claims all tiles in 3x3, protects them from being unclaimed by the enemy.
Outpost unlocked. Enrage unlocked.
This feels very strange. Like it looks like it should be open to playing with how I want, but I cannot. Steam community says there's a population limit, Jake. 6 Gnarlings, 6 cultists, 4 Chunders, 2 Crackpot, and then a whole bunch of other numbers there. I see, thank you. All seems relatively unthreatening right now, though. Alright, let's just take a gamble on this then. Let's blow this up. And then expand into the enemy's realm.
Underminer complete.
Let's undermine then. And I'm gonna want to get moving on this. Although I wonder if they wouldn't just walk across the water to get there anyway. I suspect they would. Yeah, this guy is. Wait, what did he do? Did he throw something at it? Well, it matters not, because down it goes. Alright, give me everything there is here. Yeah, they've got the traps, but then we can bring them down, no doubt. What is this? A siege shrine. I don't mind if I do. If I don't see any other traps or things, I'll just let my impy bros take over all this. Grab the money, of course, and see what else there is to be had. Oh, there's wee pigs in the armor that they're smacking around. They're going pretty heavy with the pig thing here. Were you taking the money back?
Payday has come again.
Least favorite day when it's for the minions. Alright, so what happens here? Do I get this money? 33344. Hurry it up, man. Okay, looks like I got myself a nice little cash injection there. Did I claim the room as well? I'm going to assume I did, because I just sold it. Oh, that's a nice effect of... Yeah, just getting rid of the enemy's influence on the walls as well. And 3 can work on a wall at once, very nice. I'm liking a lot of the quality of life that we see on this compared to Dungeon Keeper. Which I will continue to compare this to. As fair or unfair as that may be. Whoa, now. Get out of there, buddy. You're in trouble. I, however, will take... Oh, well, no, I could tell the beasts to take care of that instead of me. Get to it. If the beasts really don't care about their well-being, it might be good to have the beasts go and do all this menial work of taking care of traps and things, whilst my other guys train up and give me abilities and things like that. I actually like this little bit of beasts versus regular cohorts. Even with a lack of possession hotkey, now that is weird. Why do I not have a possession hotkey? Why do you have to make one click and another click and another click to do an action that you tend to want to do rapidly? I don't know, and maybe there's a fix for it somewhere. There we go. Still probably can't... No, hold on, this stuff's made of brimstone, isn't it? Yes. Oh, well, that brimstone is now spoken for. Let's have at. Undermine it. Oh, jings malings. Minions, get to work.
Underminer complete.
I wonder if I can heal my beasts. Where are some beasts? Ah, I can! Nice.
Guard lost.
Very nice.
Your minions are under attack.
It's not often we see RTS Jake at work, but Dungeon Keeper likes would be the thing.
Improve the speed at which your workers dig through earth and fortified walls.
Do I just get to have it?
This shrine empowers your workers, allowing them to destroy enemy fortified walls with ease.
Skewered micro piglet. 2 skewered micro piglets.
Oh, stay away from that, my friends. That's something for the beasts to take care of.
Your creatures are in combat.
Done and done right. Looks like there's something ticking down on this around the circumference of it, but what that is, I do not know. Alright, good job, my minions. This area is secure. Everybody's beaten black and blue, although I don't know where the extra dose of enemies came from, but I'm sure it's not a concern. What I am happy with is the extra dose of money that is now mine. And then next up will be taking over all this jazz. Total HP of the group. Ah! So is that telling me that the beasts actually get their health back over time? I thought the whole thing was that they don't, but hey. Reading and comprehension, not usually my strong point. So the money goes there. Do I still get to keep it? I guess I only get to keep it if I deposit it in one of my own offshore bank accounts, and my bank accounts are a little too full right now. There she goes. Hit point back, but can't be dragged back, perhaps? Anyone's guess? Righto. Something I don't think I fully understand is how this combat experience is working. Training devices used 4 out of 8. So what if we expand the barracks? It's still, well, out of 8. So I guess 2 people can use one of these at a time? Has it become much more important, the shape of the rooms? In Dungeon Keeper, even a 1x1 training room would operate, and even a snaky training room would work fine. This one, perhaps that's not the case. Which is a bit of a shame. I feel like that loses a bit of the...
Was only a week away from retirement. What a shame.
I feel that takes away a bit from what I can make my dungeons into. There we go, so that gives me an extra 1, and that 1 means 2 people can use it. Very good. Since there's not a lot going on for the ability stuff, perhaps I could get these cultists to level up a bit. And since they're next to here, they should be able to get plenty of food easily, although I don't know why he just went and then went back. Learn a thing or two, will you folks? Meanwhile, I think the beasts are the ones that should be taking care of this. Scar can heal over time, others need to go to the beast den. Well, I don't think I have a beast den. Unless the beast den lets them heal there. Beast population attracted 98%. The larger the den, the more beasts you will be... Wait, can I make it bigger? Oh, I can. Interesting. Because I like my beasts. I don't like my diminishing returns, but let's just slam some down and hope that we can get some more. Yeah, there we go. Bring on the beasts. I'm actually rather fond of these things. Nice disposable assets. See, this is good. They go up front, they deal with all the nasties, and then when they fall or when the enemy gets around them, then I send in the real ones that actually we invest in, we train up. I like that a lot. The original Dungeon Keeper didn't really feel like it had a lot by the way of disposable units, because they were all just complete trash unless they leveled up. And then the moment you put some effort into leveling something up, you really don't want to lose it. Unless it's the final battle, then they can all just go and die. Alright, probably gonna get mashed here, but I wonder if I could use my outpost thing.
Claim all tiles in a small radius around it, and will prevent those tiles from being claimed by the enemy until it's
Perhaps not.
destroyed. It's ideal for claiming new territory far from your dungeon, so you can extend your reach. Skarg lost.
And the beasts are doing a fairly good job there on their own. Bye-bye, Juggernaut. How very unfortunate for you.
You've discovered a perception shrine.
What's up with this thing, though? Oh, that's my enemy's own beast. Of course, I'm fighting against a fellow keeper, haven't I? Yeah, now that's when the game starts cooking with gas. To rob a saying from someone else. Fighting actual keepers, that's where it's at. Although I do like fighting the forces of good. There's something special about taking out the keepers. It also means you have to harness some actual RTS skill, because they tend to do things that you have to react to rather swiftly. Not my forte, I'll have you know. I am really fond of these beast dens. Can I get some more, sir? Okay, here's my question. Obviously, 3x3 gives me one of these shenanigans. Now, can I have more? Yeah, will you give me more? Beast pop... Yeah, I think you did. Yeah. Okay, good. I would hope that it's not just a case of you must get these wee pieces and that's that. That would make me very sad. And I don't like being sad. I like being ecstatic. Or content. Or any play on that. Let's get some more places for our minions to be training. Hopefully they are all training. We'll get rid of the gold thingamajigger here and enhance our tavern. Feels a little tough to tell quickly just how big your rooms need to be. I feel like that was always pretty easy at a glance, but it's hard to say. I've played Dungeon Keeper almost all my life. I wouldn't exactly say I know it like the back of my hands, but I know it fairly well.
Unleash your hounds to tear the flesh from these Empire goons.
Where are these Empire goons you speak of? I'm seeing nothing but stuff owned by me. I guess they might mean all the things that we have up here, which I can certainly oblige to. Aha, there we go. Well, in that case, hop to it. Oh yeah, I'm getting a whole lot more gnarlings now, probably thanks to having extra barracks. Good, 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 good. See the wee things above them? I'd like to be able to see that all the time, rather than just when I hover over them, or when they're in combat. There's definitely RTS here, Prince. But thankfully not so much RTS that I am required to use extensive RTS skills that I don't have.
Your minions are under attack.
I'm only going to be interested in an RTS if it has some decent city building aspect to it. City building... I'd say base building, but that makes me think of Command and Conquer. And let's be quite clear, I do not like Command and Conquer. It's nay for me, Ken. Can I not pick them up? If they're over here? Seems to be something preventing me from picking them up. They cannot be rescued if they fall in battle. Well, that's a given. Oh man, we're actually getting Shrek'd here. Let's bring in some cavalry.
You've claimed a siege shrine.
Plenty of bugger nuts. At least there's some cohesion to these battles. Remember in Dungeon Keeper, if you bring in too many, they just stop attacking, you just start hopping up and down for some reason. Oh, here they're actually able to fight, and I appreciate that.
Empire presence is fish food. Well done, Underlord. Your minions are under attack.
Well done is what I do. Very good. All well and good, but it doesn't seem to be offering up that much resistance.
Lost.
Losing an Gnarling's no big deal. They're here to die. These eyeball things seem really good. This one's up to level 5 as well. I just want more information about it, though. Is there a way to actually pause the game and just look at this kind of information? P doesn't pause, spacebar doesn't pause. In fact, spacebar takes me over there. The pause break button doesn't pause. Maybe, I mean, this pauses, but I want to just stop and admire this beast. See its stats, see its spells. Perhaps that's not an option. Sadly, there is no info on damage or attack speed, only hit points and spells. That is a bit saddening. Yeah, these beasts are doing a great job. And now they can be picked up because we claimed the tile. Good, good. So let's see, you've got 2600 health compared to this one having a modest 1300, so you pretty much doubled your health there. But as for attack... In fact, how do I even see its spells? Do I have to possess you for that? Where's possession? Here we go. Pressed space thinking I would fly up, but no. No, these guys have a fixed position. Also a bit of a shame, that. What do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Basic attack and petrify. Flight. Well, you already do flight.
Do you remember how to deal with brimstone, Underlord? Why not crack open his dungeon with a bit of a bang.
Do with more than just a bit of a bang here. Whoa, now. Maybe I shouldn't get this poor thing killed after it's done so much for me. But I did want to get some exploring done.
You have discovered a gateway.
I'm kind of saddened by not being able to go up and down here. Could do that with flies.
It seems you found a weakness within Marcus's walls.
There's the brimstone right there, begging to be cracked open. Also, what could be in the box? Alright, you're free to do as you will. Which hopefully involves getting your health back after I brutalized it off of you.
Your minions have engaged the enemy.
You ain't dying on me after everything you... Wait, you're fleeing? The game was telling me about how you don't flee. Well, there's some free healing on the house. As for me, there's more to explore and to take for myself. Ah, that's something I like in a game. Taking. Yeah, for myself. There's this blue extra bit here. Don't know what that... Oh. Maybe it's showing that my capacity is far too high.
Claimed a perception shrine.
Or maybe it's telling me that this thing is costing me money? No, I don't know what that minus 5,900 is.
It's time to pay your minions, Underlord.
Oh, maybe it's telling me that that's my upcoming payday.
You've discovered a perception shrine.
Has the game told me how I can get more mana? Because I'm quite curious to get some more of that. That's the amount for payday, right? That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense, even. Ooh, you can reinforce or fortify walls that have gold inside them. We'll see about that. I'm fairly certain we'll crack the corner of it. So this is where I would pop open his base, and then in we go for the slaughter. I can't imagine any good reason to delay that. Where is his heart? Well, not dungeon heart, the discount dungeon heart here. I mean, I can't deny it looks nice, but there's an earthly sincerity to the Dungeon Keeper dungeon heart that I find isn't quite there. It's just Dungeon Keeper this, Dungeon Keeper that. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not. Dungeon Keeper was too damn good.
You've identified an artifact of joy.
If you were to click on the double right facing arrows next to your Beast Rally circle, it will expand details on individual health and levels.
Underminer complete.
Ooh, okay. So Oculus level 3, Scarg level 1, and then I imagine it shows what they're doing. So this guy's eating, these guys are just surveying. These guys, nobody knows what's going on. Alright, let's pop it open and see what we can do. Well, actually, forget using this thing. I want to rally all creatures. And I might as well help them along with that. That's right, I've discovered how to shift click.
But you and your minions will not be the death of me.
Might as well make our way over to here, although how to get there? Let's try this wall, or door rather. This is more like it. Screw defending, it's all about attacking. Young Jake spent way too much time turtling in his Dungeon Keeper games. Less young Jake is more about offense.
Gnarling lost.
It's alright. I was expecting losses here. Oh ho! It seems it's completely encircled here, but that's alright, we have a solution. For that I need an imp to go and take this over. Survey the area for now. Oh, he's using lightning bolts on me. I like that. One of the bigger problems in Dungeon Keeper was the AI's lack of doing things like that. It was fixed in Keeper FX, and I worked with one of the developers of Keeper FX. Good times. I might need to counter this with a bit of healing of my own. And we just need to pop this whole thing wide open. Get to work faster.
We have no need to fight one another.
Nah, this place is too small for 2 keepers. Crack it open.
Underminer complete.
Does this actually cause damage to my minions? Go and stand there for, Yes, okay, it pushes them back, but it doesn't seem to hurt them. Gotcha. Destroy it.
Oculus lost.
Oh my days, that's disappearing. Those poor buggers.
Your minions are under attack.
Is that not enough? Oh, right, there's a dungeon core over there. I see. Well, continue on, my beloved minions. There's work to be done. Really, really liking the addition of the beasts here. Excessively so. Build a conduit. Work speed, large area. Oculus. No, conduit.
You've discovered a manufacturing shrine. Your creatures are in combat.
Doesn't really matter at this point, though, does it?
Conduit complete.
Take it out. I think this is just for workers, but it makes me wonder why you do that. It costs quite a bit. I suppose if you were really in a hurry or playing competitively, the extra speed would be good. How much speed are we talking?
An enemy is claiming your shrine.
Ah, who knows.
You've discovered a gold shrine. Your minions are fighting the enemy.
That's definitely not got anything on the dungeon heart. The heart of the dungeon's a dungeon heart. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Once this thing goes down... Oh, it had double layers of health going on.
Fast approaching.
Keep at it, my lovelies.
Look how easily they throw their lives away, blindly following you to destruction. Are you any different?
You can't talk now, you're dead.
Destroyed an enemy's dungeon core.
You'll regret not heeding my advice. Underlord, this campaign will be the end of you.
Pay no attention to his frightened blabbering.
The ether beckons. Can you feel it tugging as I do?
Now that his core is a smouldering ruin, there are other matters that need your attention. The Underlord Raskos was locked in a scrap with a gaggling of greasy midgets. But as soon as
Luigi?
he's silent, get over there and find out what the hell is going on.
See, I never took a shine to Dungeon Keeper 2. I did eventually get it, played it, and I just went, yeah, I'd rather play Dungeon Keeper 1.
Done, Underlord.
So good.
Marcus's shattered spirit will not soon forget the price of his cowardice. Now that the inhibitors all lay broken, only one final snag prevents us burning the heart of their land.
They're giving you speed ones for each of them. I'm not bothering with the achievements here, I just want to play through and enjoy the game, and I am more than happy to do that. One slight concern is that there really are not a lot of levels, are there? What do we have? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 11, 13. Oof. This is probably going to take not very long at all unless I really end up messing up. And let's face it, I'm not going to mess up in a Dungeon Keeper-like. But I'm going to call it there, try and prolong this for a bit. Not least of all, I have some things that I still need to do this evening. Because I need to prepare for tomorrow's stream. Tomorrow is, God forbid, my birthday. I want to have a nice big stream for it. A nice big giveaway stream on top of that, because I have taken much in life. It's only right to give something back. In any case, until I'm back with that tomorrow, it's a cheers from me. Cheers to the winners at DDR today, which also include me. And a cheerio.